it.
I did it.
What day are we on?
The reading day to go with Oklahoma.
Yeah, day 3. As Leslie said, well, I tried to get him to say, it's the 3rd day of being on the road. And tell you what, I hope I can get this haircut before we have to leave south, because it is driving me wild. May Day, it's Happy May Day, May 1st. And a shout out to Kent, because I know it's probably killing him not to be able to be here. And watching this crew of his not getting started at 5:30 in the morning, but get what you get and you deal with it. Kansas. And as I was making my way into town just now, it made me think about being on harvest as a 12 and 13-year-old girl with my grandparents. And my grandmother loved history. She was such a history buff. And you know, being the age that I was, I could care less about what the heck we had to learn about history. But she made a point that every place that we went to, she would point out the history of the town. So like Red Cloud, we had Willa Cather, and Medicine Lodge, this is a place that I spent some time with them at. They had a farmer that they cut for around town here. So Grandma and I would go to the different historical spots, and one of them was CARRIE Nation. Now, was Google her, because she was very, very big in the Prohibition time. She was the one that took an axe into the bars or the saloons and destroyed them. And I'm a little bit confused of, okay, I can see now where we're at. CARRIE Nation's house is here in Medicine Lodge. So when I hear Medicine Lodge, I think of CARRIE Nation. It's changed quite a bit since I spent time in it, that's for sure. There used to be a cafe right here somewhere that we would go to quite often. It was just a nice little old town diner, but it's gone. And going back to Grandma being such the historical fanatic that she was, I'm so thankful now that she pressed that on me and my brothers, because that is something that I will carry with me forever. And had she not been the one to really point all of those wonderful places and sites out along the route, I would have never known. So if you can hear me, Grandma, thank you for being persistent in pushing your history, your love of history on me. But I think that might have been the area, the farmyard south of town right there. I just can't remember. We used to cut here for a man by the name of Albie Jester. And I'm surprised as heck that I could still even remember that. And I just verified with Jim that he was never here with them, with Grandpa and Grandma, cutting for Jesters. So that must have been just the first year that I was on harvest with Grandma that we were in Medicine Lodge. For a disclaimer, for those of you who are worried about me driving and doing videoing at the same time, I want you to know that I have my eyes on the road all the time. I'm just holding this phone, so who knows what sort of picture you get, but you get something. Those are some amazing heads. Holy cow. Look at that. On the horizon. And if you were a combiner back in the early days and you got to Alva and you didn't have anything to do and you wanted to try to find work to do, you always came up here, and I believe it used to be an Alco. I'm not sure what it is now, but this was the parking lot where the harvesters would pile up and sit.